Might have been.
Yeah. Let's see. Zest twice in 2019. And 5 times in 2020. And he's won 3.
Yes, we have had ByuN versus Zest, but it was not in Afreeca world. Anyway, here we are on the map Pillars of Gold. In the bottom left, it is a pleasure to introduce him. He is ByuN.
Oh, he's doing so well lately, too. In the top right, he's got his work cut out for him. It's the Red Protoss player, Zest. Hey, John Solo. Glad you could make it.
Underdog saying Zest. His nickname is Night Zest, so he is not in good condition because it's the morning. Well, he woke up for the tournament, so that was a good start.
Yes, it's a good start for anyone who wants to win in Afreeca World. Wake up in the morning in Korea.
Yes.
Can be hard to do.
It definitely can. It's hard being a nerd and waking up early. I know all about that. Working nights, it's like, oh man. All right. It's 2 p.m. I can do this. I can get out of bed. Normally he wakes up at 4 p.m.
Wow.
That's
Night
that's
owl
something.
for sure. Wow. ByuN pulled a lot of workers off to kill that probe.
That was definitely worth it, though.
You think?
Oh, yeah. That was what, like half a second lost mining time?
I guess.
For a kill on the probe, knowing that it's not out there?
Yeah, that's fair. Probably could have been annoying on the construction of that natural, too.
The moral victory.
Yeah. Well, and ByuN as well, he's got these wrist issues, right? So he has been doing things that are not as demanding on his wrist in the early game as compared to in the later game when he's trying to save it.
Oh, really, huh?
Yeah, I cast, my gosh, his whole series against Cyril, he didn't make a single Reaper in 5 games. And then he had a game against Raynor that I cast in Asus Rogue that also not a Reaper opening. He was going into a reactor or just a straight reactor opening. Which is weird because he made a Reaper in this game.
Yeah, I guess it depends how he's feeling. It is crazy how many tournaments ByuN plays in.
Yes.
Like it's usually linear, or it's usually it usually correlates how good a player is to how many online cups they play in.
Right.
ByuN's like he's the rule breaker when it comes to that, because he's one of the best in Starcraft 2 at the minute. I think no one would argue that. And yet he plays like every day in a cup, sometimes multiple in an online cup, despite having wrist issues. He's a grinder.
He is, and that might not be good for him in the long run.
No, it might not be. Like if ByuN says no, I'm not gonna play in a tournament, it's like I'm almost happy. Because it's like, yes, you take some time
you can
off.
rest. Yeah, and that's if it was any other professional player who was at his level and he was just playing as much as he could, I'd be like, yeah, go get it. Go get those games. Get that practice. But for ByuN, it's like, maybe pick and choose your spots a little bit. That said, thanks for playing in Afreeca World.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Like
we love you, ByuN.
Like we almost need to call ByuN's mom and be like, Mama ByuN, you need to tell ByuN no, and that he's grounded.
Yeah. Tell ByuN he can practice 2 hours a day. And only compete in premier tournaments.
Yeah, but that's just not ByuN. It's like before he went and won BlizzCon, I'm pretty sure he played in the Lima League an hour before.
Yeah.
Things like that. He's that crazy.
He's like, I got time. It's like Mr. Incredible in The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Time. It's on his way to BlizzCon. Got time. I'm playing this other tournament.
Does this plane have Wi-Fi? I don't want to miss out on. I don't want to miss out.
Oh my gosh. We need somebody to compete in a StarCraft 2 tournament from a plane.
Oh.
We need that to happen now.
Well, in the old days, there was tournaments, there was like those tournaments in like the airplanes, like hangars.
Yeah. Those are amazing. That's some amazing photography. Yeah, he's not going to get anything with these. I think he should just get them out.
Getting good delayed mining time does hit the sentry.
That's nice, but only 2 probes, and now they're both dead, and yeah. Yeah.
2 probes and a sentry. The medevac does stay alive for now, but it's kind of trapped.
I think it's stuck, yeah. I don't think it's getting out
It might be able to sneak out later. We'll see. I mean, it could literally leave right now and get out.
Could do. I love that hallucinated Phoenix. If I keep trying, I'll kill it.
I just need 1 shot to land.
Yeah, I just want someone to compete in a StarCraft 2 tournament dealing with airplane Wi-Fi lag. I think that would be amazing.
Oh gosh, well, I'm sure there's been pro gamers who've played on terrible Wi-Fi before. Like, we all know Email. He'd always drop from games, but he was a broadcaster.
Right.
Who was it though? There must be some pro gamer who always lagged out.
I mean, the further back in time you go, and the less ubiquitous amazing internet is, yeah. Obviously, there are certain names, but
I'm trying to think.
I don't know. Can't remember anyone in particular.
I know that there's been like moments during qualifiers and stuff. It's like, oh, internet died. Can't try. I'm trying to think. I'm sure there was some like notable person who had to drop out of like a notable tournament because of bad internet, and I know that it's happened. Anyway, ByuN is making a lot of gateways. Going up to 7 or 8 gates. 7, 8 gates. 9 gates. 9 gates. Zealot Printer Go Burr says that.
Yeah, interestingly enough. Did you watch the Maru versus Hearthstone series from Asus Rogue?
No, I think I caught some of it. There's so much StarCraft 2 and I'm trying to keep up with. But no, I did not. Was there a lot of zealots?
No, there were carriers.
Oh.
Like, who makes carriers against Terran in 2020? Hearthstone does. Who makes carriers against Maru in 2020? Hearthstone does. He's a madman.
I mean, late game Protoss, I think, with Sky Toss is still pretty decent against Terran, I think.
Yeah, but this was like, I'm just going carriers. It was very strange. It should not have worked as well as it did. That's all I'm going to say.
Leave it to the Dutchman.
I guess. It's like he gets his own popular YouTube channel going and suddenly he's performing better in tournaments.
Yeah. Oh, didn't he lose the series, though?
He did. Yeah. But, I mean, he was... Spoiler alert, he was up 2 games to 1 on Maru.
Holy cow.
What is the last European Protoss to be up 2 games to 1 on Maru? Do we have to go back to, like, Heart of the Swarm?
I don't know. Maybe Neeb or
maybe
Showtime. Yeah, Neeb or Showtime, maybe. I don't think Neeb's had a good game against Maru. He's played a lot of good series against TY, not Maru. Yeah. But yeah.
Anyway, I'm just saying, it was really great. Hearthstone looked good.
That's great, yeah.
Anyway, ByuN up here, he's got Marines, Marauders, Widow Mines, like he's playing TVZ or something, but...
Mines are pretty good against Zealots, it turns out.
They are.
And interestingly enough, yeah, ByuN ends up being the aggressor, despite Zest being the one who has 9 gateways with charge. ByuN goes into the main base. I'm not sure how well that's going to work out for him, but Zealots can't go down... Can't charge off cliffs like Lemmings.
No,
so
now the Stalkers don't want to engage with this, really. Cybercore goes down, that sucks.
No, the Stalkers can't trade against Marauders at that distance, really. So interesting play by ByuN. I'm not sure how much more he can get done here, and there is 2 Colossus on the way for Zest.
Do love that, but the Marauder production is 3 at a time. He's got a bunch on the ground already. It is pretty heavy Marine at the moment.
Oh, ByuN grabs an Immortal. That's really nice.
He's going to get this other one, too, if Zest isn't careful with it. Okay, he's backing it out.
Oh, man.
ByuN is jumping on this.
Look at this. Just raw bio power. He stims up the ramp. He grabs the Prism. A Robo's going to get killed off.
Oh, no. Goodbye, Colossus.
Oh, my gosh. Has ByuN just won this?
I was going to say, he's stutter stepping forward in a way that makes it seem like he's got this thing won.
God. GG.
Oh, that's GG. Yeah, all right. Marines, Marauders, Medevacs, and Widow Mines. It's a good recipe against Protoss and Zerg. Not bad.
Apparently so.
Just play like ByuN. That's all it takes. Holy smokes. Yeah, especially when he killed that, man. Killed that robotics bay, making the Colossus.
Yeah, that was very, very impressive.
That was beautiful. So quick 1-0 from ByuN there. Again, check out the Matcherino. There's a link above the chat there. Code AW68 will let you throw free 50 cents at these players at no cost to you.
No cost.
None. Zero cost. Zest needs rest. Reasonable take, Cope.
Okay, here we are. In the bottom right, it's ByuN.
And in the top left, maybe a little sleepy, it is Zest.
Yeah, that was, I mean, an interesting way things lined up. Like, I think ByuN's opening just worked out really well against a Protoss who's going for something like 9-gate Zealots.
Yep.
Like, because a 2-base Terran, lots of bio is exactly what you want against that.
Absolutely. Some Widow Mines in there, too. Delicious.
Indeed.
Kind of wish battle cruisers were a little more viable against Protoss, but maybe too greedy of me. There's a lot of stuff Protoss can do.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff Terran can do.
that's wishing on a faraway star, I feel.
Well, I don't know.
I feel if BCs and mech were going to be good against Protoss, or work against Protoss, it would have happened by now.
Yeah.
Like, there are some individuals I still follow on Twitter that are, it's like, mech still doesn't work against Protoss. It's like, you've been tweeting the same stuff for 8 years, let it go.
I mean, spoiler alert for Maru versus Hearthstone again, but Maru was going like race car mech against Hearthstone, like tons of Cyclones and Hellions and stuff.
Oh, then he deserved to lose.
It was great. We won with that. It's like,
Yeah.
what? How? What?
No.
How?
I will never say, like, Maru can beat almost anyone with anything.
Maru can do crazy things, yes.
So I actually hate it when Maru goes mech, because then everyone says mech is viable against Protoss.
Right.
It's just,
like,
no.
well,
Maru beat... He beat that Protoss with mech, but he could have destroyed that Protoss with bio.
Right. Probably. Yeah, I mean, maybe once more than one Terran player can make it work against Protoss, then we will believe. But for now, it's the Maru show. Although, I don't know, we kind of said that about Lurkers with Raynor. It's like, only Raynor can really make Lurkers work against Terran. But Rogue took down somebody. Maru. Rogue took down Maru in GSL with a nice little Hydro Lurker Ling play.
Yeah,
with
that's
Nidus
true.
Worms and stuff.
Maru definitely... I actually just finished watching that.
Yeah, that was great.
Maru was very much not on that series, though. So
no, that's very true. That's the thing about Maru. He can play like a world champion and just look totally lost another time.
The Dark TY series, though, that was really good.
That was one of the greatest series of the year, for sure.
Yeah. And that's just after, like, Rogue, I want to say... Rogue ByuN series, which maybe was like another incredible series that happened just like a week or two before. So some really, really great TVZs.
For sure. I think TVZ is in a really great position right now. It's very fun.
So that that probe totally just got caught out by that Hellion.
Yeah.
Zest had nefarious intent, if I've ever seen it.
Could have been. Sometimes you're just throwing up pylons in different places, especially on this map. There's a lot of different attack paths. I've seen Protoss throw up several pylons just to see what's going on, where the army's moving.
Yeah, that position there, though, that looked a little dark, shiny.
For sure. Definitely true.
All right, a 7 Marine drop now for ByuN. Gonna try and get into the main base of
Stalkers
Zest.
in position, though. See these guys? Yeah.
3 Stalkers, they'll have Blink soon.
Yeah. Nope. ByuN says, no, I don't like this. Let's back it out, son. Raven on the way. Gotta love a good Raven in TvP, man. Disable those Immortals, disable those Colossus. So good. There is a Robotics Bay coming in, so I'm guessing Colossus seems to be the more popular opening in PvT recently. We'll see.
Yeah, Colossus I think are pretty darn good, so I do like to see it. Maybe a bit more viable than trying something like the 9-gate charge lot into Colossus. So something more traditional is what we're seeing from Zest. He's also been poking with a couple Stalkers, but gets pushed out.
Hmm. I think it was Up a Tree Zelda that expressed the problem with the Raven is that it's just too slow. Retreating is really hard for it.
Yeah.
So if it's in an engagement, it gets chased down and killed by queens and stalkers and marines and stuff. Fair, but I mean, if we make them much faster, I don't know how good that is either. That's always the trick, right? You want to make something maybe a little better, maybe a little more viable, but then you run the risk of making it overpowered.
Yeah, that's very true. It's also like controlling a Raven makes like controlling your army like twice as hard for every every different spell cast you add into your army. Like, okay, now I gotta think about the bio and the Raven. Alright.
That auto turret, man. Takes forever to die.
This Raven just doesn't give a damn.
No.
And it will die as a result.
Extended thermal lance, about 50% complete. What's up, Aki? Welcome to the stream. Just a little TvP action for you here. Got a guaranteed TVZ or PVZ final, so that's fun. Do like the Purifier skin for Colossus. It looks really good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even mind getting lasered by those. They are so good looking. That's a lie. I would be.
That's your personal preference.
Oh my gosh, that was not a full medevac, but my goodness. Okay, so these Marines are all dead. They're doing their very best, though.
They tried.
Yeah, tried their best. And other medevac's like, nope.
Oh, those poor Marines. Oh.
Ooh, only one of them gets vaporized. Actually, that's not accurate.
That was
more burned alive.
That was the first guy to die in War of the Worlds.
Yeah. Like, what is that thing? Wop.
Oh boy.
The Colossus. Good number of Colossus, I'd say. Alright, so we're pretty even right now. Worker count is, a little bit more for Zest here, but he's got to have that to make up for the mules of ByuN. Army value is favoring ByuN a bit, but Colossus can equalize that as well. I love the sentries participating. We got this.
Terran macro is so confusing. ByuN had not like a super late third compared to Zest, but then he's still up like a decent chunk of supply.
Yeah. Sneaky left side drop, but that observer is covering that entire left side in observation mode. So, like, you're not getting through there undetected. All right, sneaks on in. And dropping at the same time. So this gets shut down, but this does not get shut down. All right. 11 probes killed and also dropping in the natural base.
Oh,
Zest
I love it.
Reacting to this one accurately.
Splitting it up, hitting every base.
Yep. Not exactly simultaneously, but pretty close. Yeah, 12 probes down sucks. Free zealots are nice. Anytime you can catch these little zealot run-bys when they're staging and not quite ready to run in yet is always amazing.
That was, wow, really, really nice from ByuN.
Poor Widowmine's just like, can I leave, please? No.
Oh.
Okay, Zest, I think we've reached the point where Zest is getting picked apart. So, marching up a little bit here, ByuN on the warpath.
Yeah, Zest is only at 56 probes.
It's a lot of dead probes.
Mm-hmm. You could definitely do with replacing some of those.
18 probes killed today. Good heavens.
Okay, double upgrades on the way for both players. Zest currently has a lead, and he'll retain that for a little bit. But as soon as ByuN does have the 2-2, the players will be on... he'll actually have a slight upgrade lead for a time now. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy to deal with these disruptors as some Novas come in. They pick off one siege tank. However, an Archon gets picked off by the Liberators in return. Widowmine, good dodge by Zest.
Free Marauder, not terrible. The Liberators are really important here because, by golly, Zest does not want to just walk into those.
Yeah, this is a bit of a scary situation for the Terran player, though. These Liberators are all that's keeping him from being nickeled and dimed to death by this Protoss army, because Zest will just keep throwing out Disruptor Novas non-stop.
Ooh, Zealots. Oh my gosh, the Ghosts! Good running Ghosts.
Okay, those Zealots, are they going to get sniped on the way out? No, they are not. But yeah, Zest just bouncing around. Liberators have to reposition. The Stalkers aren't going to engage them. Disruptors are getting picked off, but good connections.
Dang, 17 SCVs down. Big warping of here too. Liberators constantly having to reposition themselves. Very annoyed by this, I'm sure. 19 SCVs down, and ByuN is down to 66, which is still fairly good. He's all right. He doesn't want to lose much more than this. Colossus getting some nice swipes off. Novas, nothing doing there either. ByuN's up about 40 supply, which is great. He's on 4 bases, Zest 4 bases, but he's definitely pinned inside the house. And this Liberator positioning has consistently been great. It's been so good. And the Micro, getting away from these Disruption Novas, like really no solid hits today.
Yeah, nothing yet. We see Zest tossing down EMP, or ByuN tossing down EMPs, constantly pulling away from those Novas. One more moves out. That's a good connection there for Zest. ByuN showing incredible patience as this is going on. Stalkers are picking off some Liberators.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sometimes you just kind of gotta go for those Liberators. You can't let them zone you out forever.
Okay, here's the fight.
Oh,
ByuN
gosh.
charges forward. He targets down the Disruptors, but oh my gosh, his bio just evaporates.
The Colossus just kind of wandered in there, though, and they died. That wasn't great.
Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you what's happening in this fight.
I think that's GG.
That
ByuN might just have to tap out here.
Isn't that far away? ByuN is kiting back with his bio. He lifts off the base. Those 4 Archons are real scary, however.
Losing an orbital here and being down a base to Zest is not good. Dude, Zest, he commanded his Colossus into the middle of that thing. I don't... Why? What happened there?
I think
Sleepy Zest.
ByuN kind of charged on top of him during that.
Yeah.
It was crazy, and...
But the Colossus sit back there and just go, wah, wah. It goes way better for Zest.
Yeah, now ByuN's relying on this PF to stay in this game. He's floating over an orbital to replace that base, and he does have a high count of bio, so... I mean, he's not out of this game just yet. Supply is even, as far as the army's concerned. Yeah, Zest goes home to rebuild.
Man, 67 to 53 workers. This has been one heck of a swingy income game for sure. 47 SCVs have died. Remember when 18 probes down was a big number for this game? Like, man, 18 probes. How's he going to come back from that? Well, by killing all of the SCVs, apparently.
Yeah, apparently so. Now, I mean, yeah, ByuN's done a good job keeping up in supply despite those losses he took. He's literally one supply ahead of Zest. All right, now a bit more. He's going to have 3-3, but the concern is that his army is just bio at this point. He's going to need a very good engagement. And having
he
Zest
doesn't like this one very much.
Zest getting the jump on him a little bit is not it. The disruptors are going to be unloaded in this prism, but they can't be unloaded on the front lines. ByuN will just snipe him down, so he puts one in the back as Zest pursues. That disruptor does get picked off, not getting the shot it needs. The 3-3 bio is standing against this army, but still being pushed back.
And high ground going to shove Zest away for now. More ghosts in production for EMPs. Oh, some free marauders there. Yeah, you can't really split up this army. SC Boy's getting pulled, rather, to try to defend here, but the Archons in the front absorbing and doing a ton of damage. Colossus from the left side. 16, 17 more SCVs go down. Even if ByuN holds here, that's no GG. And Zest ties the series up. 1 game, 2-1. Looking pretty good doing it, too. That Colossus play was hot. Were those the two? Like, he made 3 Colossus today. Were those the 2? I don't think he replaced any dead Colossus.
I think he did. I think he lost some and then replaced them, but I could be wrong. Anyway, yeah, that looked like a much better game from Zest.
Much improved.
And we are tied up as we head on into game number 3, which will be Lightshade.
Ah, Lightshade. Lightshade's a good map. I don't hear any complaints about it. You hear any complaints about it?
Not so much.
Yeah.
You know, balance is... Oh, okay. Zest says, me make error. Okay. So we will jump into Zest's lobby.
Okay. Oh no, I can't quit. There we go. Christmas LaughNgamez is Christmas, says Aki. It's true.
Indeed. I love Christmas.
Good holiday.
Oh, and I didn't even see MM1818A dropped 30 star balloons. Thank you so much.
We had another one get dropped earlier,
too. We did. He dropped 1, then he dropped another 30. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for supporting the channel. Very cool.
All right. It looks like the players are ready. And away we go.
It's nice of Zest to ask, but honestly, we're always ready. All right, Lightshade, not to be confused with the Nightshade.
Not to be confused. Are the 2 maps similar? Not really.
No, not really.
Okay. Anyway.
It's weird, right? Like, why would you name your map so close to an existing map and make it so different?
I don't know.
Whatever.
He's raised your edge, Zest.
And in the top left, you know him, you love him. It is ByuN.
ByuN's still teamless, I believe, too. Is he not?
I think so, too. Last I checked, yeah, but let's see what Wikipedia says, shall we? ByuN. Teamless. Most recently on, my goodness, forever ago. Team Expert back in 2017.
Wow.
How's he teamless?
Maybe he knows how much he's worth. And all these people come knocking on his door and he says, "Go away." I'll come to you.
Maybe he won Asus Rogue, man.
No, I have no it's not like he needs to prove himself.
No.
Like, as far as... Oh my gosh, yeah.
Let's see how he did. He 3-2'd Raynor. He 3-1 Stats. He 3-2'd Serral. 3-0'd Solar, and 4-2'd Maru.
Oh my god.
That is a run!
I need to watch more of that tournament, apparently.
Serral and Raynor and Stats and Maru? Come on!
That's literally like the 4 best players in the world.
Yeah. What a
of
run,
every race.
kid. Yeah, of every race. That's the thing. He's not just killing a single matchup. He's back, baby. This guy is so fun to watch. It's so good. It's the first major tournament won by anybody who served in the military and came back. So.
Yeah.
Fantastic
yeah, I guess
stuff.
it was, huh?
Yep.
The SCV RNG was very much not on ByuN's side that game.
Sometimes that happens.
And he cancels the bunkers as Reaper crosses the map, and Zest's already planning his own shenanigans. The Reaper should tip ByuN off that... I mean, obviously there's a proxy pylon.
You know what's crazy? The Asus Rogue tournament was not considered a premier tournament.
It gave points, though, did it not?
Yes. It's only considered a major tournament. But, like, the participation was as premier as you're going to get, so I don't know how we determine these things.
I guess it was the prize pool. It had a 15k prize pool.
Yeah, it might have been a bit of a lower prize pool. He only got $6,000 for winning it.
I don't know. It's so odd, like, how they've classed tournaments in the past.
I need to stop considering major tournaments lesser because, honestly, that run we just talked about, you can't do better than that in any premier tournament.
No, you literally can't.
Nope.
It's definitely a prize pool thing.
Okay.
And, like, I think that, yeah. Because, like, the one that sticks in my mind as we see this Oracle kill some of these SCVs in the past was one of the old very good foreigners who was considered to be the only foreigner in my mind who won a premier tournament was Bunny. He won Fragbite Masters, which provided WCS points, but people didn't consider that to be a premier tournament won by a foreigner, despite it having like a pretty significant prize pool. Because
and the competition was steep.
Well, it was mainly invites. That's the thing.
Okay.
It was back in the days, which like a tournament only needed like 4 qualifier spots, and the other 28 spots could be invites, and it could still give WCS points. But there was like tons of tournaments like that. But because of that, people didn't consider Bunny's win valid. But it's like, I think it was. So, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
works
so
for
odd,
me.
the classification. If it gives points, it should be considered premier.
I think so too. Anyway, ByuN's killing it.
Run away, Widow Mine.
We're going Cloaked Banshee.
I dig it.
Yeah. See that Hyperflight.
No.
Special Ed Hyperflight versus Parting in a series that I cast recently
Did
too.
he win?
Did he win that game? It was a best of 3? So I don't remember. But he had like 5 Banshees just zooming around the map. It was very fun.
I
know, they're not good.
I know. I don't even need to. I'm sorry. I'm such a buzzkill. I just can't help it.
I know. It's just, it's fun. I like the animation they get when they're fast. The flames coming out the back.
Oh, yeah. It's cool. They got a case of the zoomies.
Yeah. It's almost like they should be faster. A little bit.
Oh, man. Then they'd be
I don't know.
quicker than...
Well, I mean, they shouldn't be able to outrun, like, Mutalisks, but...
Yeah. They're already pretty close.
They are.
Make them the same speed as Mutas.
Yeah, maybe that.
get some payback for how now zealots are as quick as stimmed bio.
Oh my gosh. Just walking zealots. This Hellion Harass is not bad, but the shield battery is really annoying.
That it is.
Hey Protoss, put shield batteries in your mineral lines. You will not regret it. Especially against Terran.
Yeah, you really can't go wrong.
No.
Unless you're like the best of the best and you really need that 100 minerals, a
Right.
shield battery is probably going to pay for itself.
Yeah, at your level it will for sure. Anybody watching this, it will pay for itself for your games, I promise. So 2 Banshees is tricky because they do enough... Whoa, never mind.
Oh no! Oh no!
We gotta say their burst damage, if there's 2 of them, can kill a probe that's been protected by a shield battery, unlike 1. But if there are a million Blinkstalkers in the area, it doesn't matter. Just is suddenly up.
A lot of
46 to 29 army.
ByuN does have a 3rd base done, and fairly even workers as Zest, so he's not in a bad economic position. But yeah, we need more stuff for ByuN boy. Oh, look at that wall. Like, if Zest drops zealots behind this mineral line, they can't get to the mineral line. Oh,
Yeah,
they're going all the way around.
Kind of like it.
If those depots are raised too, they literally have to go all the way around. It's the little things. Anyway, a 4th Nexus, Psystorm, is on the way for Zest.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nice dodge.
That
Beautiful
was
dodge.
very close to dying, however.
It was. He's got to lift that 3rd, and a 4th base is on the way from Zest too, and Storm is finishing. Is Zest winning this game?
I think he's literally picking ByuN up and running away with him.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not promising anything here, but at the moment, Zest is in a fantastic position. He's up a base.
Oh my god, he's got Psystorm and a bajillion zealots. This literally can't go tits up.
Yeah, this 3rd base is toast. I might just sack it if I'm ByuN. He tries to focus down a couple of the High Templar. Can't quite pull it off because Marauder damage isn't that great. Yeah, I mean, the Zealots are kind of stuck behind the Stalkers, which is bad.
That Sentry, Guardian Shield.
There we go. Yeah, so 3rd base is toast, and ByuN's on 2 bases versus a 4-basing Zest, and... No, this is not happening. GG.
Yeah, okay.
That's your GG right there.
Well done by Zest.
Yeah, what was ByuN doing?
I am unsure what happened there.
Okay, he was behind all of a sudden and couldn't quite catch up at all.
I guess it was just the harassment and Zest or ByuN's failed harassment.
Could be. That army value graph is nuts. Around 4 minutes, Zest just went crazy on army and just never looked back, and ByuN could never catch up even once. Stalker, good unit.
Stalkers are good units. Okay, so we're waiting to get on into the next lobby. It is going to be Oxide for the next map.
Excellent.
As Zest is making our lobby once again.
Works for me. Oh, there it is.
And while Zest is making the lobby, guys, you can make that Matcherino go up.
You sure can. It
Use
has gone
coupon
up.
code AW68.
Gone up $6 or $7 since I last looked at it. So thanks to everybody for using those codes. Much appreciated. All right, I'm gonna step away for just a second here. I'll be right back.
Okay. Do I know Korean? I do not, sadly. I'd love to learn it, but I want to learn it in like a proper environment. And sadly, my local university doesn't offer Korean. Otherwise, I 100% would have taken Korean. All right. Anyway, we are loading into the next game. And it could potentially be the final one in this series, as this man in the top right-hand side, he's got himself a 2-1 lead. It is Raise Your Edge Zest.
And in the bottom left, he's red, he's Terran, he's teamless. It is ByuN.
That was perfect timing.
I know, wasn't it? Came back in, saw you introducing Zest. I was like, oh, perfect. Cannot ask for more. All right, so as far as premier tournaments that are left in the year, I think we talked about this. Got Cheese at Alfia, which is fun. Got that DreamHack Masters Last Chance 2021. I think that's the one. We've got one more DreamHack to go.
Oh, no. Okay.
Missed it?
Oh, sorry about that.
Missed it. So yeah, DreamHack is it's called Last Chance. I think it's your last chance to get points.
TSL is going on too.
Oh, you're right. That's ongoing.
And technically so is Super Tournament, which actually wraps up in a few hours.
Yes.
You guys are spoiled today as far as StarCraft goes.
Honestly, it's a good time for StarCraft. Proxy Reaper doing stuff.
Okay. So that probe scouting out says, alright, you're building a factory, so... We'll work on getting some approved moderators for the stream, guys. Unfortunately... my inability to read Korean makes it hard, so...
Yeah, true fact. So what? Proxy Reaper gets a probe instead of 0 probes? Is that what we're looking at?
Looks like 1, yes.
Yeah. I don't know if that's worth. I mean, your Reaper generally is going to get 0 probes. So for to get 1 is like, all right.
Oh, is this gonna recall this guy, or...?
Yep. Forcing a recall.
Okay, now I like what ByuN's doing with going for Hellions, a Hellion after, so he's got some Reapers and Hellions, or 2 Reapers and a Hellion that could potentially get some damage done. And oh, is he just gonna run right by this Stalker? This could work out for him. The Stalker's actually gonna get bullied away by this Reaper and the Hellion.
Widow Mine's just waiting for that medevac to finish so they can get on out into the world. Get some stuff done.
Huh, I can't believe I didn't even know you could do that. Rally units, rally a medevac as it comes out right to picking up units?
Yeah.
Huh. You learn something new every day. Like... yeah, no, I've never used that mechanic before.
Yeah. What's great about Starcraft? Learn new stuff all the time.
Oh, that was actually very, very close.
That almost got another shot off. Would have been disastrous for Zest. Unfortunately for Hellions and Reapers, they're terrible against buildings.
Yes, it looks like.
Did I tell you my experience playing the Wings of Liberty campaign last month?
No, you didn't.
And so I replayed through the Wings of Liberty campaign, and I'm on the final mission. No, it's Heart of the Swarm. Whatever. I'm on the final mission, and I'm out killing stuff, and like 10 Reapers show up in my base, and I'm like, 10 Reapers, whatever. And then they just start crushing all my buildings because they have the old attack that does bonus damage versus buildings.
Yeah, they throw grenades.
So they killed my hive and like 4 of my tech structures.
Oh, that's great.
Like, what is happening? I forgot this is a thing.
Surprise.
Reapers used to be so good.
Back when you never needed to transition, you just needed more Reapers.
More Reapers, man. That's it. That's all anybody ever needs. It was a startling experience.
All right, the Phoenix doing a good job bullying ByuN. Look at that unit's loss tab.
It's Oh, that helps even it up a little bit.
Oh, but not really for the price of a Raven.
No, good call. The Raven screwed up everything. Still maintain the legacy of the Void campaign on Brutal is the hardest of the 3. I think they figured out how to make campaigns more difficult as it went on.
Yeah, I think HOTS was the hardest for me because I suck at Zerg.
Ah, okay. Yeah, for me, HOTS is a cakewalk because that's my main. Maybe that's it. I'm just bad at Protoss. But a lot more missions in the Protoss campaign are like, do this now. Like I'm a lot more time sensitive than some of the earlier missions in the earlier campaigns.
Yeah, that's definitely true. There's of course the final mission of like the prologue or whatever, which like Amon comes and smashes your base.
Right.
You had to play that as Zerg, and I had a hard time with that.
Yeah. That is a little bit tricky, but I think what I ended up doing was just like Mass Mutalisk, and that seemed to work pretty well.
Yeah,
anyway.
I think I did that too, but...
Yeah. Anywho, the campaigns are fun. They're fun to replay every once in a while.
Yeah. Decently entertaining too.
Story's kind of but gameplay is really fun.
Yeah.
I did like in Legacy of the Void where they didn't lock you into your upgrade choices.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
In Wings of Liberty, they're like, you chose this thing, you're done. And in Legacy of the Void, they let you kind of swap around a bit.
Yeah, I really did enjoy. The campaign is like the Starcraft universe is just so cool.
It is.
Even if like the dialogue and writing is bad, it's still so cool seeing any of it. So.
Yep.
All right, ByuN double drop. One at the third, one in the mains. He is going to get some damage done with this at the third base.
Yeah, the drop in the main didn't do a whole lot, but this is a lot scarier. 4 or 5 probes going down here, some stalkers responding, but those guys need to back on out. The Colossus is the bigger concern here for ByuN, and he does get away with most of his soldiers' lives, which is more than he can save for the attack of main base. What?
Oh no!
Zest, no! Wow, he instantly recognizes it as soon as it dies, too. That's
like,
hilarious.
Oh, I know what I've done. Widowmine's going to hit those Zealots, get some good damage done. The drop at the third could potentially go back in too, but some really nice harassment from ByuN, going to be getting on out of there. And behind this, he's doing a good job continuing on with his macro. So really, really cool play from ByuN. He could potentially get a Colossus. ByuN realizing that, but not able to make that happen.
No. So ByuN playing much better in this game than he did in game number 3.
Yeah. Yeah, even the start of this game looked a little bit rough for ByuN, but now it's coming up ByuN.
Yeah, everything's coming up Millhouse. I mean ByuN. Ghost Academy finishing up, getting some Vikings for those Colossus. Smart move. Observer seeing this army exactly where they are, and Zest should be fairly prepared for this. And Hot Shockwave getting started for Zest 2, or for ByuN rather. Oh, never mind, Observer dies.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, don't go forward.
Oh, that's...
That was going to be GG.
Please, ByuN, be careful. I want a game 5. 3 Archons for Zest. He probably wants to get aggressive with those. And, oh, Zealots at the natural base. Causing a disruption. ByuN's pulling everything back, but he's got to be positioned, ready to intercept these Colossus. I think this could potentially work out good for ByuN. I mean, Zest's got High Templar, but he's making them into just Archons, so as long as he takes a good fight, does a good job kiting, he can do well here. Where are his ghosts? It's like the answer is they are not out just yet, still in production. ByuN's trying to do as well as he can.
I'm surprised he's getting Enhanced Shockwave and his ghosts aren't even done yet. What's he supposed to do with that upgrade?
Yeah, I guess you want it to be done a little bit before. So, or no, it doesn't even matter. So,
no, because you need, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, there's some ghosts out. Can they get the EMPs? Looks like they are coming down. This could be good for ByuN. Where's the EMP? There's one good EMP.
Got it. Instantly dies, but
ByuN
got
bringing
it.
the rest of the ghosts down in this medivac. He should be unloading those and dropping more EMPs. There's one landing, a second going down. Is he still going to win this fight? I'm unsure. Archons are popping, but there's a lot of Zealots here for Zest. ByuN's pushed back.
Let's keep getting stuck behind the army. Finally, they get in there. I think ByuN just got torched.
I think you're right about that.
Third base toast. Zealot count too high. What's crazy is that Zest isn't even really getting his Zealots in a good position in these fights, and he's winning them anyway.
He's just got that many, basically.
Yeah.
22 Zealots are out. ByuN's going to be getting pushed back, and it looks like Zest is pushing for the 3-1 victory.
Yep. The SCVs are trying to body block, but nope. And Zest, 3-1's ByuN.